at first, this made me laugh. It's like, you see something that's so bizarre and it makes you smile. And then it kind of bugged me. And then it actually made me feel sad. Because every day I hear from people who say that hypnosis is spooky and it's evil and risky, and they just don't get it. And the reason it makes me so sad is because I've been depressed. I've been angry at life and the whole world, and I've been hopeless. I've been in physical pain too, with a back injury. I couldn't quite figure out how to make it go away. And I've also been totally behind financially. I wasn't even making enough money in my business to routinely cover my $750 half of my rent with my girlfriend, who was secretly in credit card debt at the time. And when I was 23 years old, that's when everything really hit the fan. And it was like nothing could go right for me. And then almost magically within a few months, everything changed forever. Because at 23 years old, I started listening to a 10-minute success hypnosis every single day. And by the time I turned 25 years old, I made my first $1 million. And it was like I was a totally different person living a totally different reality. And that's why it's kind of sad to me, because taking control of my unconscious beliefs, my unconscious emotions, my unconscious behaviors, and reprogramming them with hypnosis, it totally changed my life. And it's sad to see people leaving comments like, it's dangerous, or it's evil, or it doesn't work, because so many people are struggling. And the thing is, they don't actually have the life that they want, right? They aren't achieving what they really want in life. And they don't realize that the problems could all be solved by reprogramming their subconscious mind with success hypnosis. And it's just kind of sad to see. And that's why I always share my success hypnosis for free, right? It's really the greatest thing that ever happened to me. It's super simple to use. It only takes about 5 minutes. You can click right there and you can download it for free, or it's Jake's Hypnosis is pinned to the comments and in the description. And the thing is, as soon as I started sharing it with all of my friends, people started making more money, their relationships improved, they got more confident. And then when I started giving it away for free, people from all over the world started saying, oh my God, this happened and this happened and this happened, all these great things. But here we have people saying like, it's scary, it's risky, it doesn't work. And I used to think it was like funny when I would read those comments, because it was just crazy. Because the science shows that hypnosis works if you do it right, because it's changing your mind's programming, right? You can go to therapy, write in a journal, read, watch videos, meditate. But science shows that one of the fastest and easiest and most effective ways to change your life is hypnosis. And I wanted to make this video because yesterday I read a comment from someone and they were saying, it's dangerous and it will never work. And it just kind of made me feel sad. And my goal is to clear up those myths that are just wrong about hypnosis. Like, number one, it doesn't work, or it's fake science. Doctors say that hypnosis is really just a relaxed, focused kind of state of mind, like daydreaming, or like when you're lost in a good book or a movie. It's when you are able to easily talk to your inner mind. So experts in psychology say hypnosis works because of something called disassociation. So during hypnosis, your busy mind calms down. Part of your brain stays alert to suggestions, while the part that usually controls things, it takes a break. So this break lets you change your beliefs, your habits, how you see things, making your life better. And scientists have even used brain scans to watch what happens during hypnosis. And they found that parts of the brain that change during hypnosis are actually the same parts of your brain that happen in real life. So hypnosis around money has the same motor activity as literally making more money. And that's how I was able to go from making like $20,000 a year to becoming a millionaire in a couple years, right? So first I told my brain exactly what I wanted. I want to be successful. I want to be financially successful. So you have to know what you want out of hypnosis, whether it's for health, love, money. Then the next thing is I listened to hypnosis tracks every single day, and then I imagined how I was becoming successful while I listened to them. So I did it while I was falling asleep. I did it when I would wake up in the morning, right? But the first is to know what your goal is. And when you know what your goal is, that's when it becomes effective because you have a clear instruction for your mind. So you can download it for free. Click right there. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the comments and in the description. Now, number 2 is it's dangerous. Well, driving is more dangerous. Swimming in the ocean is more risky. No one has ever died from hypnosis. It's just about suggesting new ideas to your inner mind. You're already being hypnotized by TV, by movies, right? All day long. So using hypnosis is just choosing to program yourself positively instead of letting the world do it for you, right? But if it's so dangerous, why do the most successful people in the world use it? World champion athletes wouldn't risk their careers for something that's harmful, right? So why do celebrities use it? Learning that hypnosis is a secret amongst the most successful people in the world was a game changer for me. Tiger Woods, Mike Tyson, Serena Williams, Michael Jordan, Phil Jackson, they all used hypnosis to boost their mental focus and performance. Now, next is it's evil, right? And this is just like funny because it's so wrong, or it's like demonic, right? How is it evil to suggest positive ideas to yourself and reprogram your subconscious? Our society's full of negative energy, and by the time you're 18, your mind has been shaped by all of that. Stanford University found that we have approximately 60,000 thoughts subconsciously in a day, and 75% of them or so are negative and redundant. So those negative thoughts and negative behaviors are running our lives. That's evil. So taking your mind back is actually a good thing. It's really the only way to be free and create the life that you want. If you're not living your dream life, you have to get rid of these old negative beliefs and habits. And hypnosis is the fastest and most effective way to actually do that. So changing your life means that you're changing your programming, right? Because that's what controls all your thoughts and all your actions. And a lot of psychologists talk about the word paradigm, right? It's kind of a buzzword. It's really just a collection of habits that control your life. But these habits were created by others, right? By your family, by your friends, by your teachers, by everything you absorbed from society as a kid. So your brain has been soaking up everything from the world around you since you were really little. Right? So you learned what to believe about money. You learned what to believe about yourself, what you can achieve, about love, what you're worthy of. In other words, you've already been hypnotized. That's why it's funny when people say that hypnosis doesn't work or that it's dangerous, because we've already been hypnotized by our experiences and the world around us. So the question is your current state of hypnosis helping you, or is it holding you back? And if you're not where you want to be in life, it's because you've been programmed that way. So the results that you're getting in your life are not your fault because you were hypnotized into them. But they are your responsibility to change them by updating your paradigms. And all I can say is that my life changed when I decided to reprogram my mind with hypnosis. And that's why I always say, reprogram your mind before the world does it for you. Brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. I legitimately went from making like 20 grand a year as a college dropout, self-published author to becoming a millionaire in my 20s. And it all started by hypnotizing myself every day. And I followed a pretty simple formula. So first thing is you need a mental image. So Harvard University neuroscientists have talked about it before, but they did a study where they took 3 groups of people. So one group, they taught a piano sequence and they had them actually practice it every day. And then one group, the second, was taught the same piano sequence, but they were not allowed to practice it. They were instructed to imagine it and visualize themselves playing it only. And then the third group's a control group, they did nothing. So when Harvard hooked these people up to brain scans, they found that the group that imagined playing the piano was activating the same motor activity regions of their brain as the group that actually played the piano sequence. So what Harvard Medical School proved, your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. What you imagine has concrete chemical and neurological impacts on your brain, and your brain will form neural networks of cells even if it's just imagined. So what's your mental image? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Right? And if you asked me that question, I would have probably just explained all my problems and why I haven't been able to get what I want. Well, here's what I want, but this is why it's not working. And this is how most people are occupying the majority of their brain's energy. It's why they're always going to stay where they are, right? And they say things like, the good guys are all taken, the right women are all taken, this is why things are the way they are, and this is why I'm going to be broke, and this is why I'm in debt. And they're just rationalizing why they are where they are and then forcing it into their brain through hypnosis. So your mental imaginations to reprogram your past, according to Harvard Medical School, have an actual concrete neurological and chemical impact on your brain. So you have to build a new mental picture. So what I did is I pulled out a piece of paper and then I wrote exactly what I wanted my life to look like in detail, in the best case scenario. Then I taped that piece of paper onto my wall and then I read it out loud once in the morning, once before bed, and then most importantly, I would read it before I would close my eyes to practice a hypnosis session. And this leads us to the next step, which is to practice a form of mental reprogramming for at least 5 minutes a day, right? So, like I said, you can get my free Success Hypnosis MP3. You can just click right over here somewhere, or you can click the link in the description, or it's pinned as the top comment, or just go to jakeshypnosis.com. Now, once you start to actually use a Success Hypnosis, all you need to do is 5-10 minutes a day. And as you're doing it, you want to read your vision out loud before, so you create a vivid picture, just like Harvard proved that that group that just imagined playing the piano was activating the same regions of their brain as a group that actually played. So when you read your vision before you do it, and then you practice mentally rehearsing during the hypnosis, you're activating the same regions of your brain as if you had it. So I was activating the regions of my brain of being a published author, even though I wasn't, of having a viral YouTube channel and $1 million business, even though I didn't. And the craziest thing happened. I went from self-published to 22, 23 years old, getting a book deal with the #1 English publishing company in the world, Penguin Random House, all of a sudden getting all these speaking gigs, my YouTube channel blowing up. Well, what happened? My brain neurologically built a reality, and then reality caught up to it. And I believe that the key to all of it was that I brainwashed myself for it before it came. Now, once you've written it down and you've started to develop a daily mental rehearsal routine, you can use a Success Hypnosis or not, it's up to you. But the next important thing is repetition. And this is where people go very wrong. And the reason is there was a guy named Dr. Eric Kandel. He won the Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine in 2000. And he proved that the neural networks in your brain are not fixed. So his Nobel Prize winning medical discovery was on neuroplasticity. And it revealed that our brains could be rewired for entirely new reality. So let me just explain it like this, right? So whatever you truly want in life can come if you retrain your brain, because your brain operates through a complex network of nerve cells or neurons, and they're all interacting and transmitting electrical and chemical signals to one another all day long. And between these interactions, they're controlling your physical actions, your thoughts, your feelings, your behaviors. And where these interactions of cells take place in your brain is called synapses. So synapses are a communication between different neurons or cells in your brain. So basically, it just allows for efficient transmission of electrical information or communication between cells in your brain. It's like when you call someone for the very first time, then you're going to save their number in your phone as a contact, so then it's easier and more efficient for you to communicate with them again in the future. So when one of these neurons sends an electrical signal to one another, it activates a whole new pattern of cells in a neural network. So this is like a domino effect of neurons that are wired to keep you stuck and struggling in life, or you can actually rewire these patterns to get exactly what you want. And that's why repetition is so important. And Eric Kandel won the Nobel Prize in physiology and medicine because he discovered that the brain's neural networks are not fixed. You can change them through what we know as neuroplasticity. So if you find yourself unable to create what you desire in life, just understand your brain has just memorized an internal limiting neural blueprint of past emotions, your environment, your experiences, the same way that a computer operates on hardware and software. So our brain forms neurological patterns, and then they dictate your entire life. So the key to overcoming these limitations is about activating new neural cells, forging new neural networks that align with what you really want rather than what you've been conditioned to accept. Now, the crazy thing is that Dr. Kandel found that when you form new neural connections, you can actually erase all of those just as quickly if you don't practice that behavior. So you can do 10 hours of my hypnosis and just loop it today, but if you don't do it the next day, then you're going to actually erase all those new connections. So the key instead is 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes every single day. In the morning, before you go to sleep, whatever works for you, and then you keep strengthening those cells and you keep changing your brain, and all of a sudden your brain gets wired for the money, your brain gets wired to become a millionaire, your brain gets wired for your soulmate, your brain gets wired for you to be a big real estate agent. And then once that happens and your brain develops a new neurological reality, your outside world starts to change very fast, and it feels like magic. It's like a miracle. It's like, whoa, what the heck happened? Well, your brain changed. And when your brain changes, your reality changes. So let me know what you think in the comments. Does this land? Does this still sound like crazy fake science? And you could agree or disagree. Either way, I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoy this video, give this a try. Like, do yourself a favor for the next 30 days. I invite you to see what you can really create if you erase that old programming in your brain and you give your brain new instructions or a new blueprint. You can click right here to get my free financial success hypnosis. Get it right there down below. Also, it's linked in the description or pinned to the comments. It's jakeshypnosis.com. If you enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, bell notification, and you can click right here to watch another video.